Hey CHW fans and Facebook friends, it's Nikky Chance here for my 21st Q&A. First I want to start off by talking about the match between Triple S, Swede Savard, and Devastator, which was a last man standing match. We saw Swede got busted open during the match, and he really kept going to pull off a pretty big victory against Devastator. I think that this is good for Swede. He's finally getting himself back into the shape that he needs to be, and if he has to go a little sadistic to do it, more power to him. Devastator didn't have the greatest showing. Swede pretty much dominated most of the match. There was a lot of close calls in the counts, and I have to say I was really impressed with Swede Savard on this one. To continue on, that was one of Ray Carson's questions too. He also asked, when are we going to see a Nikky Chance shirt? Well, Ray, as you know, like during my matches, I actually do wear a shirt with my card logos, and it also has the "Your luck just ran out" on the back of it. This is my Nikky Chance shirt. This is what I'm going to be wearing during pretty much all of my matches. Which leads me to another question that was from Jay Breathout, and he said, why do you not wear your Team Nikky shirt for matches? Well, this hashtag Team Nikky shirt was started by fans while I was doing my Q&A, and I like to do this in my Q&A videos because the real fans that really like me will see these videos. And this is sort of my way to pay tribute to them, and my way to get back. Mike McConis asked, how old are you? I've answered this before. I'm 24 years of age. I was born July 18th, 1989. Damien Rockford asked, does CHW have Twitter? If they do, I haven't heard about it. I believe there's been talk about it before, but I don't believe they actually use the account. Can you play guitar? No, I'm not musically inclined in any way. Is CHW sponsored? If you're talking about sponsorships, kind of like, like if we had like sort of product placement and things like that, no, we don't have anybody who specifically sponsors us. He also asked, do you watch South Park? Not religiously. I watch a few episodes here and there. My personal favorite so far is probably the World of Warcraft episode. I thought that was funny, but no, I don't watch it actively. Tammy Chispa Cardass asked, do you think there is such a thing as too young to start training to become a wrestler? Yes, I think that you're too young if you're at least below your teens. Your body is still growing as you're getting older, and you really need to think about that before starting to train for wrestling. Building muscles but then growing taller isn't going to help you any. I'd probably say start somewhere around 16 to the 18 range and get yourself in a match after that. She also asked, if you could spend 24 hours with any wrestler, dead or alive, who would it be and what would you plan to do with said wrestler? There's a lot of wrestlers that I've liked over the years, and one person that I think I'd always love to hang out with would be Bret Hart. He's been an idol of mine since I was young, and I think I'd really like to ask him just questions, like if he could be truthful with some of the things that I'd like to ask, just about his past and his career, beyond WWF at the time. I would like to know more about like the WCW stuff and how that went. WWE Jamal 9 asked, Avenged Sevenfold or Fozzy? I'm guessing it's a preference one. I prefer Avenged Sevenfold. They have more songs that I like and that I relate to. He also asked, can people under 18 work in CHW as cameramen or referees? So far, I haven't gotten an answer back yet. I did try to get the answer for you. I'll try to answer that next time for you, but as far as I can tell, I don't see why not. As long as I think it's like 16 or over would be the age you could start working, so maybe at that age, but in most cases 18 or over is our limit. Robert Matthew asked, what do you think about The Walking Dead? I've watched the first season, I watched the second season. I'm not a huge fan of The Walking Dead. It's sort of, it's boring. There's a lot of really boring suspense and very little action. I'm not a big fan of the show. I've been wanting to catch up, but just haven't gotten around to it. Michael Vargas asked, what WWE superstar would you bring back from the dead? There's quite a few over the years that have been great. I would probably bring back Owen. I think that at the time when he died, he could have had a really long career after that, and probably could have been a champion even leading up to today. Joey McKay asked, he said, I asked this to Miniac in her Q&A, if you could create one new type of match in CHW that has not been done yet in any other wrestling, backyard, or indie or pro wrestling, what would you create? That's a really good question, Joey. I would probably say, no match that's ever been created before. I'd probably go with something well, I mean, Nikky Chance style, maybe like a second chance type match. I know it's sort of been done before where a person either has a chance to win a title or never compete for a title again, but maybe there'd be some sort of like contract about it, or maybe like you lose your, someone loses their career in it. I'm not entirely sure, it's hard to say. I'll have to think about that one a little bit more. Jason Cassette asked if you and I would ever cross paths, who would win? Really bad question to ask a wrestler. I'm going to say myself. I'm older, I'm tougher. It's just going to be me. It's just going to be Nikky Chance. Charlie O'Meara asked if you had to tag team with one WWE wrestler, who would it be? I can't see that ever happening. I don't know. I'd have to choose somebody bigger than me, like Big Show, Kane, someone like that. Jacob Filiapak asked, when is Chance of Exile fighting for the tag team titles? In my last video, I stated that we were going on singles careers. You know what? If the opportunity presents itself, Chance of Exile is going to be back in action, and we're going to take on the tag team champions, Rick Roberts and Krista, the High Flyers. We want a shot at the titles, definitely, and we definitely want to put them down. We want titles. That's what we want. So those are all the questions I have for today. I want to talk briefly about the Eliza Raven and Matt Rage match for the CHW Interstate Championship, which is coming up on Saturday. I think that Matt Rage actually has a really good chance of winning that match. I don't like him, and don't think that I'm saying this just to sing his praises, but Matt Rage has held on to the Interstate Championship so far. He's already faced Raven, and he's the one that taught her. So if anyone's going to know her better, it's going to be Matt Rage. I don't see this going very well for Raven, but I wish her the best of luck. I think that he really screwed you in the Stairway to Heaven match, and I hope you do well. And finally, you know, you can add me on Facebook. You can subscribe to my Nikky Chance YouTube page. Do the same thing for CHW Backyard, their Facebook page and their YouTube. If you haven't checked it out already, I actually posted pictures of my set being created. My background here with the Nikky Chance Titantron and whatnot. There are pictures online. Please go check them out, like them, you know, comment on them, tell me what you thought of them. And I'm going to have future videos coming up, more than just the Q&As, so just stay tuned. Thank you very much, guys. Be safe.